Hi everyone, this is Jane here from Crystal Sparkles Readings. Just here to pop down our little weekly reading. I'm going to be using the black and white tarot as usual, the Faulkner deck. So I'm just going to have a little shuffle. I'll pull out a couple of tarot cards and oracle cards for the week for us, just to see what we've got coming up as a general energy. See what's going on. Okay, so our first card is the beautiful Page of Pentacles. Sorry, excuse me. So the Page of Pentacles is it's a really sweet card actually. I really like the Page of Pentacles. It's kind of says to you that we're looking at a week with some new beginnings in it, new opportunities, particularly around the area of sort of work, business, that kind of area. But it's kind of creative as well. So when I get the wands cards that are traditionally the work cards and the action cards, they tend to talk about work. When I get the Page of Pentacles is about that still, but it's about a more sort of creative enterprise. So it might be something that you know, like a hobby that you can develop into some kind of business, something like that. So it's an energy of creating something new. I always, when I get the Page of Pentacles in the Faulkner deck, this is not traditionally a wish card. Like the Nine of Cups would be a wish card and the Star card would be a wish card, but because of the imagery on the Page of Pentacles and the fairy wand that she has in the image, I always think that looks like one of those dandelion clock things that used to blow when you were a kid. So we used to get them, we used to blow them and blow 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and once we'd blown all of the little seeds off of the dandelion, then we would make a wish. So to me, when this card comes up, to me it's a wish card because of that image and because of what that means to me. Your guides will work with you in ways that make sense to you. So if there's something that comes up in cards that means something to you specifically that isn't necessarily in the book, when you look up the book meanings of things, or when you go and you learn tarot, it may be that a card comes up for you time and time again meaning something because it means something to you in that field, and that's your guides working with you in a slightly different way to the person who wrote the book, or the person who taught you tarot. So it's important that you kind of, yes, the books are great, and learning about the tarot cards and their meanings, and that's all great as well, but don't ever not, push aside what you think you're being told, what you're intuitively getting, because that's there's no right or wrongs anyway, and it may well be that is what's right for you. It'll be your guides working with you in a way that you understand. And my guide gives me a lot of different stuff to do with, he'll quite often give me stuff to do with football because I really do enjoy my football, and I've watched my team for a very long time, so I've got quite a good foundation of knowledge in football and stuff. So my guide will quite often show me things in terms of football teams, locations and things like that, come to me through that kind of thing. So go with what your guide gives you, because they're giving you stuff that means something to you, they're picking up on you. I will just show you this little chap. Hey Nook, come to say hi. Say hi. Say hi. There we go. Getting Chinook for a few days now. First of all we get Merlin a lot, and then we get Chinook a lot. Not quite sure where he's gone now though. There you are. Okay, so that is our first card for this week. And our second card for this week is the Three of Pentacles. So my feeling from these cards is that we're growing something this week. We're growing something, a business idea, a project. You might be doing some decorating. You might be doing all of that kind of thing. what quite often comes up with the Pentacles cards, like I say, is these creative projects, these ideas that we have that we are going to develop, that are going to grow. So the Pentacles talk about that. They talk about growth. You know, they are about money, they are about material goods, but they're also about business and making a business work and making progress with things. So you're growing your idea. You know, although you know the Swords cards are traditionally about your thoughts, I think these two Pentacles cards quite often come up when we've got this kind of, you know, we've got that kind of hobby that we think we really enjoy doing, and could we make it into a business? Could we spend some more time learning about it? You know, Three of Pentacles talks about an apprenticeship or learning something. So there's a lot of stuff going on around learning and making something grow this week. So follow what you feel is right for you, I would say, this week. If it feels like you want to start a little side enterprise. Maybe you're working for somebody else and you're in a job and it's not really floating your boat. You know, what do you do as a hobby? Could you think about making that into a little business or something, and then building it up gradually over time? You know, you might be somebody who really likes baking for other people. Is there something in that you can maybe pursue as a work opportunity, as a business opportunity? Doesn't matter really what it is. It's about you being creative and kind of doing what makes your heart sing, what makes you happy. It's really important sometimes to just kind of be in that energy, to kind of just know, you know, what is it that brings me joy? So be in that energy this week, I think, is what I want to say. So lots of progress, lots of potential to make some cash there as well. They're both Pentacles cards, so you know they are talking about, you know, they do talk about money, so there's potential there to earn. I'm just going to pop down one of these Gateway Oracle cards to go with these for the week for us. Let's see what we've got here. Oh, excellent. Healing the past. So this is a different energy altogether. It's a really interesting one, the healing the past, because it's about you being able to almost, I want to feel like I want to put down firm foundations. So it's interesting that it comes up with the Pentacles cards, because the Pentacles are all about that. They're all about grounding. They're all about being secure. You know, when you are taking your ideas and building a business, when you're learning something and making that business grow, you're building yourself a future. So in order to do that, we have to let go of what we've had from the past, let that heal, put down those roots, and really kind of start to allow ourselves to grow. So you can see in the imagery here that there's the roots growing down, and this kind of plant that's growing out now. In order to do that, we have to let ourselves heal from the past. So if there's stuff that, I don't know, maybe you had an idea of a little while ago, or I'm going to maybe pursue that as a career, and that hasn't worked out for you, you know, don't let that stop you from coming up with these new ideas and these new opportunities, and then learning more so that you can grow that idea. Don't let the fact that one didn't work stop you from going forward and having another go, basically. So these are really interesting cards. I feel like it's progressive, really. Although that card is called Healing the Past, I'm really more drawn to the words at the bottom. I step into my future with strength and clarity. So that to me is what I'm more drawn to. And that's what I mean by working with what your guides give you, because you might be really drawn to this, Healing the Past, and that might be something for you. But my guides taking me down here to be the future, because this is all about new beginnings, and this is all about moving things forward and progress for me. So I feel more drawn to what are we doing going forward. So lots of opportunities this week to make something grow, and something that is yours, something that you can be creative with. I will leave that with you for this week. Have a really, really wonderful week. And if I get a chance to pop on and do some daily cards, I've got some unboxings to do, all of that kind of thing. I've got lots more to do. So if I can get those done this week and pop them up for you, I will do. If not, I'll try and do some cards for the weekend as well. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.